Anne Genter.
Madam Speaker, better things are possible. The whole reason I was motivated to stand for the Green Party and get involved in politics is because I am eternally hopeful, and I have seen places that make better decisions than New Zealand currently does. Places where people have warm, dry, affordable homes, where they use more renewable electricity, where they have lower fuel bills and they have cleaner air, and kids walk and cycle to school, and people are healthier and happier as a result. The Netherlands, Singapore, Japan. What do all these places have in common? The majority of people in the cities are not using cars. And the reason for that is because they've invested in alternatives. All of this is possible for New Zealand as well. But as long as we are going to be totally focused on cars and roads, if they want to realistically do anything to meet our climate targets, we have to do something about the cars coming into the country and reduce those emissions. And we have to be evidence-based about what is going to work. When you look at these graphs from the International Council on Clean Transportation, which compares New Zealand, Mexico, Japan, Chile, South Korea, Australia, China, Brazil, India, the United States, Canada, the UK, EU, and shows that up until very recently, the average fuel economy of the vehicles coming into New Zealand was worse than all of those other countries. It just means we spend more money on petrol and diesel, and we have worse air quality, and more people die as a result, and we have worse carbon emissions. Bear with me, I know the other side doesn't like numbers, they don't like to get into the numbers. It's at a time when electric vehicles are increasing globally, and sales are drastically increasing, but they have plummeted in New Zealand. And this locks in emissions for 20 years from now. We all have to face climate change together. The farmers are being affected by the floods and the droughts. Madam Speaker, we have to work together to solve this problem. All of this for what? For what? I'm intrigued as to the rationale for how one could think that we'll be better off as a country by importing more highly polluting vehicles at the expense of life itself. You know, it's more cancer, more car crashes, more climate chaos. For what?